afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with a Simpler Stocks free video weekend edition for September 9th, 2016. As you see on here, it's about 40 minutes after the close. We did a big old 3-hour trade that closed today, just a beta test for just a new service we might do. And so that went great. So that was really exciting. So what was today all about? All about rebalance, divergence. All we had in here right here was the ES is down 525, NASDAQ up 1. We had the Russell down all of 80 cents. The Dow Jones futures down all of 60. Bonds up a little, up 14. Dow Jones Industrials with that, not the futures, just the actual index, down to 88. Dow Jones Transports down another 30 in here. Now we're getting where the transports are down at their lowest level in a month. SPX down 8. As you see, the dollar up a lot. And actually today, gold holding up in spite of the dollar. Maybe that's a sign of a bottom. Tell you right now, gold's right up at support. So just keep that in mind. Crude oil down another 70 cents. Advanced decline all day was down about 2,000 and rallied on the close to be down only about 860. VIX down again, even with the ES down. Unbelievable in there. Now, natural gas up just a bit. UVXY, which is the volatility index, down 55. German DAX down 1.5, and the Nikkei down. Why was the DAX down? A lot of that is because Deutsche Bank had some really lousy news, biggest bank in Germany, and that pulled down the DAX. So where do we go from here in the market? And let's go over that in what I wanted to show you in here. Is number one, ESs and the NQs have a massive divergence going on right now. I'm going to go and reset this to the chart default on the right just so you know what I'm talking about. We're going to put the NQs on the right. And we're going to put the ESs on the left. And this is a big deal, at least in my opinion. You have the NQs right now. They broke their ATR trailing stop. We've had all these classes on how to use the ATR trailing stop. And we're now having a rally to work off the oversold condition. But my goodness, they're almost at an all-time high. Look at the ESs. Broke the ATR trailing stop, trying to work off the oversold condition, but they're way down here. So now we have a moment of reckoning. What's going to win? Now, you might say the ESs, remember, they're down for a couple of reasons. Number one, you had a big S&P rebalance today where a lot of the big stocks in the ES that have huge buybacks, they have to have their weighting reduced. So they were for sale. That can always hurt the ES. On the other hand, you have the Netflix and the Facebooks of the world that are in the S&P 500 but don't have buybacks, and they popped right on the close. So that could be one of the reasons for this divergence in here. But the next thing to realize in there is that it's not just the ESs. Go in here and look at the NQs on the right. And what I want to do in here is I want to put in TradingView.com. You know, I use TradingView to be able to look up foreign indexes like the German DAX. The DE Dow that you have on Thinkorswim, I just don't think is good enough. So you go into here, the German DAX, and let me just show you in here. Give me a second. Now I'm going to drop this down in here so you can see it. I was showing this on a different screen. So what I want you to see in here, if I can get it to work, give me a second, is this is a 195 chart of the German DAX and of the Nikkei. As you can see in here, if you widen them out, both of them are definitely at their new lows. In fact, the German DAX is almost where it was August 1st. Nikkei, all the way undercutting here near where it was August 8th. Let's say August 8th, just for argument's sake, this area right here, before the big old rally. So right in this area around here. Now I want to contrast that, and I'm going to move this over. And as you see, the ESs are down at this area. August down in this area. But then look at the NASDAQ and realize how high it is relative to the Nikkei. And that's what I mean is there are a lot of foreign indexes that are down as well. Also put the Russell in here. That's no bargain either. That hasn't bounced at all. If this NASDAQ had not rallied like this, I'd be all over thinking the TFs and the ES were going to have another leg down. But if this NASDAQ goes to a new high, then all bets are off. The other thing in here I wanted you to see was the transports. Go check out the transports in here. They're at their low. They haven't bounced whatsoever. So next week, we're going to see how this works itself off. For the NASDAQ to sell off, you're going to have the Apples and the Googles of the world start to sell off. So we'll see how that works next week. As you know, we have a $7 30-day trial. That includes all of this. Includes your chat room. I'm on from 9 to 10 in the morning every day on Eastern. Premium video, a lot more in-depth than what you're hearing now. And the email alerts, where every day I put out index and futures charts, stock trades and chart ideas, and unusual option activity when I see it. The other thing in here is we have in here the forum. The forum is a message board type of way for different clients to communicate with me or with each other. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this video. Really looking forward to trading next week. I think it's going to be really exciting. Have a great weekend.